very good strike rate off all lengths. And that's why I feel sometimes as fast bowlers, you can use the cross seam deliveries to get a little extra bounce, especially on a good batting surface, to create pressure, create something different to take an advantage.
Oh, he's clubbed that. That's gone for 6. That is a beautiful shot.
That's the first one of the innings. They need many more. Length delivery. He was always going there, down on one knee. Not many decisions to make for the Kings because that required rate well above 11 and it'll rise rapidly if those shots build. Got to have a swing.
Yeah, that's the thing. You've got to go at the total that's required. The runs per over required almost from the word go. If you don't do that, you can suddenly get caught up in the middle and be well behind the situation. Single.
79 for 1 is what Candy Tuskers achieved. And that's because of their good batting.
Some good efforts. Chandimal. Splendid catch to get rid of Kusal Mendes, but there was no getting rid of Kusal Pereira, who was obviously getting rid of the ball in all directions.
Gee, he was superb. Kusal Pereira, absolutely superb. He was drenched then, he's still drenched. He's been doing some work behind the stumps with the gloves on too.
12 off the over. Last ball for Naveen-ul Haq. Feeling the heat a little bit. Hopefully that mishap in the field is not on his mind. That's the key in T20 cricket. Nothing goes to plan. Rarely does it go to plan. You have to forget it and keep moving and keep pegging.
Cross seam delivery. Exactly what Mickey Arthur was talking about. Oh, it's gone. It's gone for a boundary. So that is a unforced error. That won't impress the bowler at all. So 16 runs off the over, 31 for none.
Just for men for hair and beard. Buy of the natural looking color.
IB's International.
Just for men for hair and beard. Buy of the natural looking color. Sip 5 minute mein.
IB's International.
So they're going quite nice at the moment. It's just 10 to the over. Patan. That's clubbed away straight to long on. Just going to be single.
How well did Nuwan Pradeep do here? Got the dive out. But then he threw the ball in the wrong direction.
I don't think that was intentional. On the roll, it just popped out.
Well, knowing Nuwan Pradeep, that was brilliant from him, getting the dive out.
Oh, that's terrific. Advancing, and that's gone for 6. That is an outstanding cricket shot. Extremely well played.
Just underscores the good nature of this pitch for batting, as we did see when Candy Tuskers batted. And here again, you can hit through the line, could trust the bounce, the pace consistent.
And you mentioned that Irfan Pathan is bowling at a slower pace. And hence, the opportunity to go down the wicket and create that extra pace rather than waiting for it. Keeper comes up to the wicket to stop him, to keep him in his crease. Quick reaction from Pereira the moment he saw Chandimal looking to go down the wicket.
Good shot.
Wow, that's pure class. Chandimal getting an early chance, making use of it. Consecutive boundaries for him. That's pure class. Chandimal, Russell. There's a little bit of dew out there. That might pose a challenge for the bowlers.
But looking at that last ball, Darren, that was a real good shot because he threw his front leg towards the leg side. There wasn't a lot of weight. Just outside off stump, he was able to create that space.
Full toss, 4 runs. That's another one. That's the third 4 in a row. And before that, there was also a 6.
And that's a 50. in 3.5 balls. Now, if this is a comparison, Hayes, the Candy Tuskers scored their 50 in 3.5 overs as well. So it's neck and neck at the moment.
Good numbers, Russ, good numbers.
Loud groan from Irfan Pathan.
Sound like someone hadn't played cricket for a long time.
It was a full toss. I'm waiting for Russell Arnold to talk to me a little bit about the conditions here. Maybe dew posing a factor.
I think he's in trouble here. He's on a hamstring.
But that's nothing to do with the dew. It's a little bit of a tight hamstring for Irfan Pathan.
I think he's going off. Hamstring, I think. That's not great news.
Irfan Pathan, it's not been a great over. 6 down the ground. And that was the groan we heard. Now, if you put everything together, Hayes, that's certainly not a good sign for Pathan.
Oh, the Tuskers. That's a very bad sign for the Tuskers. 27th of Feb 2019 was the last time he played a competitive game. That's not great news. He's had a couple of outings in the nets. He's put some hard yards in, but unfortunately for him, I think that hamstring is.
Let's have a listen.
Ugly head.
This is the delivery. Let's have a listen. He felt it.
You don't yell like that if you haven't done it quite badly.
And it was also before the shot was played.
We feel for him, that's for sure.
27th of Feb 2019 was the last time he played a competitive game.
Kusal Mendes completes the over. 50 for no loss after 4.
He felt it. You don't yell like that if you haven't done it quite badly.
And it was also before the shot was played.
We feel for him, that's for sure.
Kusal Mendes completes.
That's the situation at the moment. I just want to correct you a little bit there, Russ. You said 50 for no loss at the end of that over. Unfortunately for the Tuskers, it's 50 for the loss of Pathan.
I'm not going to argue with you, Hayes. Another change in the bowling. 1 over to Naveen ul Haq, who went for 16.
This is the sort of thing that gets the captain's mind spinning when he loses a bowler, a key bowler, someone he was going to rely on to, and he probably wasn't going to come back on bolt to death. He was probably going to finish maybe most of his overs, perhaps 1 in the middle, 3 at the top and 1 in the middle. And he's off the park now, and that hamstring didn't sound good. The way he opted. Suddenly, Pereira's got to go to plan B with someone.
Kavishka Anjula is the new bowler.
Now, we've also got the Cycle Incense Fair Play Award, and this is the points criteria. Upholding spirit of the game is 40 points. Respect towards the opposition team is 20 points. Respect towards the laws and rules of cricket, 20 points. And respect towards the umpires and officials, also 20 points. So that is awarded every game as we go along. So that's a nice little award for one of the teams to pick up at the end of the next 15 days.
He probably won't come back on bolt to death. He's probably going to finish maybe most of his overs.
That's Chandimal. He was having a party. Down the ground, off the back foot. And his shots got getting better and better. He looked like he was relaxing with the runs flowing. That's when Irfan Pathan did some damage to his hamstring.
Chandimal wasn't hamstrung at all.
Incense Fair Play Award. This is the points criteria.
Is there a bit of glove there, perhaps? No, I don't think so. It's wide.
Towards the opposition team is 20 points. Respect towards the laws and rules of cricket, 20 points.
I think he'd missed out. That was sitting up outside leg stump for Chandimal to put away. Kavishka Anjula, young seamer, looks a little brisk. 3 for 14, a best. Not bad of an economy rate for T20 cricket.
He's having a party. Very good.
Down the ground, off the back foot. In the mid 130s. So looks slippery.
That's all whippy at the end, isn't it? It all comes together pretty quickly. You were talking about that cross seam delivery, and I'm right. I mean, I agree with you. Sorry, I'm right. I agree with what you're saying. I'm also right most of the time. But I was just thinking, I mean, the king of cross seam deliveries is sitting in the hotel watching this, and that's Dale Steyn. He does that a lot, so he'll be able to pass a lot of information onto this team as well, in regards to how to use those cross seam deliveries. Very good. Bit of an inside edge.
In the mid 130s.
And it's the type of variations that bowlers go to when they get a good batting surface. You tend to change your pace as well, your lengths. So you've got to use those subtle variations to your advantage. And you've got two batsmen who are on the go. They've got a big total, so they've got the license to play with that freedom.
So he'll be able to pass a lot of information onto this team as well, in regards to how to use those cross seam deliveries. Bit of an inside edge.
And it's the type of variations that bowlers go to.
Just the one, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. This is a good over so far.
Yeah, fantastic start. 4 runs off it.
So you've got to use those subtle
3 credited to Anjula. Now he's very important this last delivery, because he's pulled it back.
You've got the license to play with that freedom.
You got to make sure that you finish strong. That's what makes the difference.
Chandama will be looking for a boundary the way he's playing at the moment. And looks like he might have got one. Yeah, that's a terrific shot. That is a mile 11 circle championship shot. Really nicely played by Chandama. 5 overs gone, 58 for none.
Pulled it back. You got to make sure that you finish strong. That's what makes it's the difference.
Chandama will be looking for a boundary the way he's playing at the moment.
Well, those are the 2 worms, the white worm virtually hugging that yellow worm. It's a good start, 58 for no loss of 5 overs. I got Amir Sohail, I got Mickey Arthur. So happy to have you both, and particularly I want to pick on your brain, Mickey, because we see so much of talent here. We see different things happening. Asela Gunratna coming on, renowned for his all-round skills. Chandimal. In fact, that's Laurie Evans. He straight away launched into it, and that's gone the distance. This is a brilliant start.
It's a really good start here from Colombo Kings. Dinesh Chandimal has been amazing, and Laurie Evans just joining the party. The one thing with Candy Tuskers was obviously without Dale Steyn in their lineup tonight, and losing Irfan Pathan, they are a couple of bowlers short, I think.
Another short one. How far has that gone? Straight down the fielder's throat. So Asela Gunaratne has done the trick. Not the greatest delivery, but it doesn't matter. You need wickets. He's done that.
Well, Candy Tuskers, they can breathe, because these 2 batsmen were looking so dangerous. They were keeping abreast of the required run rate, and they were marching along relentlessly before this happened.
Yeah, and Laurie Evans will be kicking himself for that. He could have hit that ball anywhere on the ground, and it's picked out deep mid-wicket. Not so sure he should be giving him a send-off after bowling him a gentle long hop.
Well, doesn't matter. He's got his wicket. Evans goes for 22. It's 64 for 1.
Because these 2 batsmen were looking so dangerous. They were keeping abreast of the required run rate, and they were marching happened.
Yeah, Laurie Evans would kick himself for that. He could have hit that ball anywhere on the ground and it's picked out deep mid-wicket. Not so sure he should be giving a send-off of bowling him a gentle long hop.